I was so.
Before we hop into it, what's up with you, world? I'm back with another one. This time I will be reacting to the latest episode of Club Shay Shay featuring Kevin Gates. You know. Every time Kevin Gates do an interview, he got some wild shit to say. So since it just dropped not too long ago, let's see what wild shit he say. He'll be speaking about marriage, relationships, the man he has become, and all the other shit. We got 2 hours of it. This is part one, first hour of it. We about to see what this nigga's all about, what he's talking about this time, and what we'll take from it. Cause you know he's a wild boy. He just said some outrageous shit. Hands on the battery. That's all I gotta say. Let's see what he say about this Brittany Renner shit too. I personally feel like they just got married so they could fuck. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it a buck. They had sexual chemistry. You could see from interviews. So they just he wanted to fuck her, I believe. And that's it. That's all. But without any further ado, let's jump into this motherfucking interview and see what this crazy nigga is talking about. One of the Baton Rouge legends. Let's go.
Press, I just needed something to cope. I ain't want to live. I don't gotta shot myself in the head before. I got a bullet in my head on.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life. Yeah. All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice.
I really fuck with Club Shay Shay for that reason alone. Nip was a prophet, and his family gets these royalties, and he selects Nip as his theme song interest. Like a couple other shows do too, but I fuck with Club Shay Shay for that.
Hustle paid the price, want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Club Shay Shay. I am your host, Shannon Sharp. I'm also the proprietor of Club Shay Shay. Stopping by for conversation and a drink today. He's one of one. He's one of the most authentic, prolific, and transparent voices in the game. He's one of the internet's most favorite personalities, a staple in the entertainment world and consistent presence in hip-hop. He's a Grammy-nominated rapper, Billboard Hot 100 artist, a multi-platinum songwriter, a charismatic musician, cinematic storyteller, and a candid MC.
I be feeling bad when I be stumbling my words on this motherfucker. He read it from a script and he still stumble his. That just shows that nigga sometimes it's hard to say what you need to say. Your brain be thinking too fast for your mouth.
Successful businessman, motivational figure, and a fan favorite. Here he is, the Louisiana legend, Kevin Gates. I did you right.
What's up, Gates?
I leave out anything. What I missed?
You did me more than right. And I just want to say one thing. I really appreciate you, but I gotta say this.
What's that?
All praise, honor, and glory be to the Most High God.
I appreciate that.
I'm a natural born fuck up on. Like, I'm a perfect imperfection. I can't.
This nigga start off with that. How? I'm a natural born fuck up. It starts off like that. Okay, let's keep going.
Tie my shoes right without God. So I just gotta say that too.
Well, I appreciate that. You know what? I've seen a lot of times that let's go ahead. You know what? You asked me what this was.
What is it?
This is my cognac. It's called Shay by LaPortier. It's a VSOP. In order for it to be a cognac, it has to originate 2 years in that region, which is cognac. It's a VSOP, very special old pale. 4 to 6 years. Sometimes it stays in a bottle. It can go up to 8 years. So I know you drink cognac, but I want to know, give me your honest opinion right here on camera.
I don't.
You don't drink?
Mm-mm.
Well, I drink. I do not. But you got water down there by your chair. If you want water or anything like that, we have water.
Thank you, Papa.
Kev, I see a lot of your interviews that there have been some, not all, but some, you like to start with a prayer. You want to lead us in a word?
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Put him on the spot.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. Almighty God, creator and maker of the heavens and earth, thank you for all the wonderful blessings in which you bestowed upon us in this life and in the hereafter. Ask you forgive us for all our sins, we forgive those who sin against us. We seek refuge with you, for there's no refuge from you but to you. Thank you for clothing us without the use of ourselves and feeding us without the use of ourselves. Let anything that is said today that brings upliftment to people come from you and you alone. And let anything that is considered to be, I guess, offensive, let it be from me and the shaitan. I mean.
Amen. I've never seen him pray before. I wonder if it's Muslim culture to have your hands open like that. I believe it is. I believe it is. If anybody watches this and you're Muslim, let me know. Is that common? Or is it just something he does special? Like he's reading out the book.
Appreciate that. Wow. So the first was in Arabic?
Yeah.
So when did you learn to speak Arabic?
I don't know. I just kind of like been hearing it all my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you have to take your
Born
deen?
in New Orleans, but you was raised in Baton Rouge.
Yes, sir.
Take us back to your childhood. Do you have any favorite childhood memories?
My grandparents.
It's funny that you say that. I was raised by my grandparents. So let me ask you this, because my parents were in Chicago. My grandparents reared us and reared, whatever you want to say, in South Georgia. So you said your grandparents, they raised you. Were your parents around? Did you see them?
When I could.
What do you mean when you could?
My mama had me kind of young.
Yes.
And it's crazy that you asked me this type of question. Nobody ever asked me that. But
Oh my mama. Oh my mama. Every interview he do, he say, so somebody asks a question, he say, it's crazy you asked me that question. Nobody has ever asked me that. Some of these niggas is repeated questions, Kevin. Come on. We know some of these niggas is repeated questions. But every interview you get a new question that you've never heard. I think it's just his thing. It's his thing. You know, this is about to be the clip. He started off with that.
my mother just came, I think that was last year. She just came to my house out here in California for the first time last year. We had a very a strange relationship,
Okay.
so to say.
You estranged from your mom.
And she told me that, not to get off subject, but she told me that my healing journey is what made her go on her healing journey.
Wow.
And I told her, I say, she broke down when I told her this. I say, Mama, you ain't make no mistake when you had me. I say, you ain't make no mistake when you had me. I say, if you think about it, you gave birth to a living legend. And she broke down.
Interesting that you said
Not to
that.
get out, I hope I answered your question.
You
though.
did. You did. Raised by your grandparents. What are some of the lessons that your grandparents taught you?
Always being respectful. That was the biggest thing, being respectful. Hard work.
Yeah, that's something that I feel like this generation is missing. And that we were taught as youngsters was being respectful, the yes, please, whatever, but you can be respectful but still have that inner toughness, you feel me? I feel like we're really missing that on this earth, and it went away when our grandparents went away, because I feel like my generation below, we haven't really been teaching that to the youngers. Like, hey, be respectful. Your manners is something important. Don't mean you soft. Everybody is teaching this gangster, rah shit. Nobody talking about this be respectful shit.
It's a lot. I'm gonna get emotional, but it's a lot. Well, it's crazy that the voice inside me that talk to me, that motivate me, it sounds like my grandfather talking. Like, you gonna work, go to work. If you gonna stay at home, stay at home. But if you stay at home, don't ask for no money. It's like that voice be inside me. Like, when I get to the gym, sometimes I don't want to work out. Hey, that flow ain't gonna push yourself. What you gonna do? You gonna get it done, or you gonna stay at it all day? Like, it just, like, it's, when he died, it's like his spirit, like, or energy or whatever just went inside me.
Wow. You mentioned that it was very, very hard. I was raised, me and my brother and sister was raised by grandparents, but I got an opportunity to experience my grandmother for 43 years. I had my grandfather for about 8, and it was very difficult. And, you know, people always ask you, well, Shannon, how did you get over you losing your grandmother? I said, you don't get over it. You just get better at dealing with it as time passes. As your grandmother, how old were you when your grandmother passed?
I forgot. It was emotional for me. I was about to go on stage. I was in I had went back to Baton Rouge to do a concert.
Okay.
So he was
And they
Kevin
called me. They
Gates at
said,
the time.
they say your grandmother just died. And I left.
Did you perform?
I still performed that night. I left the venue and I kind of took a picture, but they had to her jaw. It's a long story anyway. I took a picture, but I covered her mouth when I took the picture. And I was that was my last memory of her, seeing her. And the internet had really
We need to find that picture. If you find that picture, post it in the comments.
killed me for it. They said I was trying to show off a watch, a little pussy-ass watch. I ain't want to show my grandmother without her dentures in her mouth.
Right.
I was still being respectful.
Do you remember the last conversation you had with your grandmother?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Excuse me, please forgive me.
You good? What was that conversation?
She told me she loved me and she was proud of me and she was glad I was home from jail.
Damn, so this is after he came out.
Yep.
Remember that time he
Were
went
you
to jail
your-
for
were
a
you your
minute?
grandmother's
Right when he was
favorite?
blowing up? Damn! That's right when he was blowing up, because, damn.
I'm everybody's favorite. I ain't gonna lie. Say, I'm everybody's favorite, though. Nah, though, I was her favorite, though.
I could tell. You said the very first woman to ever break your heart was your mother. The only woman to love me was my grandmother. What was the relationship? You mentioned that your mom came out here for the first time last year, that she had been to see you in your new residence here in California. What was the relationship like with your mom growing up?
She was young and she did the best that she could. But I guess the best thing that she ever did was let me go stay with my grandmother.
Wow.
She did the best.
And that's where I have something in common with him. I applaud my mom for that as well. I wish I would have lived with my mom growing up, but I understand the life she was living and all the shit that was transpiring. It was best that I lived with my sister's dad, then my dad, and so on and so forth. But I do wish I had that time underneath her. But when you look back at it, you see that your parents are just trying to figure it out themselves. They got their own life and they're trying to do what's best for them and you at the same time. And sometimes what's best for you is not for them not to have you, to be real with you.
She could.
You feel she did the best that she could now as you've gotten older.
As
to
I gotten
understand
older,
it.
yeah.
At the time, you didn't think she was doing the best she could.
I used to hate her.
Wow.
I used to hate my
Hate's
mother.
a strong word, Kev.
And I used to hate my mother.
That's because you don't see the perspective until you get older. Like everybody tells you, once you get older, you start seeing these different perspectives because you have lived long enough. So now, because even when I was a kid, I never understood why my mom would not be there for me, or she would lie to me, or she would make a promise and the shit would never pan through, you feel me? But then when I got older, I start seeing, man, this is the life she had to do, you feel me? This world is cruel. It is real cruel. So she had to do what was best at the time. And sometimes maybe she couldn't come through. Like you might have all good intentions for something for your son or your child, but sometimes the shit just don't come through like you want it to. And that's why that mind switch changed once you get older.
What was it? What wasn't she doing? Or what did you think she could have done better at that time as a child? Obviously now you know more. You're a parent yourself. I think you're a parent yourself, but you know what it entails to be a mother or a father. So what do you think your mother could have done differently, even at the young age?
Nothing. It's nothing that she could have did different. And most people that I talk to, they ask me being an overachiever, where it come from. And I just not diagnosed and got to the root of it doing the inner work. It come from my mother, and please, if they watching, don't look at me. Y'all, I love y'all. But the truth of the truth is, I was the black sheep, and the favoritism was shown to her other children.
Okay.
So, me being an overachiever.
So Kevin, you just lied to us a second ago, right? You said you was your mom's favorite, but you can't be the black sheep and be your mom's favorite. You may be your mom's favorite at a later stage in life, but growing up, you wasn't the favorite. Oh no, he was talking about his grandmother. His grandmother. I apologize, but still a black sheep.
I'm gonna show you how great I am. I took on like the persona of Muhammad Ali. I'm gonna show you how great I am. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you how great I am. And I believe it came from me feeling as if she was showing her other children favoritism because she married their daddy.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I didn't feel like I belonged in that unit.
Did you feel because she married their
like that
dad
currently.
and not your father that there was like, well, what was wrong with my dad? Why we couldn't be a family?
No, I never felt like that.
Okay.
I never felt like that. I just felt like I got treated different.
Right. Because you weren't the father's biological son. Did she treat you
Nah,
different?
me and him platinum.
Wow.
Me and him platinum.
So what was it about your boy? Hold on. Your mom birthed all of those other kids also. So what was the difference?
Looking at it from where I'm at right now,
Okay.
I'll say that we all had different requirements and different needs that needed to be met.
Okay.
And me being born gifted, I don't think that they was equipped to be able to be there for me the way that I needed them to be there. They did the best they could though.
Did your mom, what type of relationship did your mom have with your father?
I really don't know. They was cool though.
Okay.
They was cool.
Because it's interesting that, but you said, how old were you when you finally brought it upon yourself? Say, you know what? This too heavy of a burden to bear. I got to let it go. My mom, as you said, she did the best she could with the knowledge that she had and the resources that she had. I got to let this go because this ain't her weighing on her. This weighing on me.
Nah, it's weighing on her too.
Is it?
Yeah, she carry a lot. Still to this day.
Have you ever told her that, Mom, I felt that when I was a kid, you treated my brothers and sisters different than you treated me?
Yeah, we talked about everything.
What did she say?
I still haven't told my mom that. I don't know if I ever can. You feel me? My stepmom, my stepmom is my mom, but my stepmom, I call her my mom, but I also knew my mom, my biological mom growing up. But my stepmom is the one who made me feel like the black sheep in that family, and I never told her it, and I don't know if I ever can, to be honest with you. I feel like she won't listen.
I don't really remember what she said, but this last time she came and got to see her grandkids was like, it was healing for the both of us. I slept in the bed with her and everything.
Wow.
Like I returned to that toddler and
That child.
I returned. Yeah, I was healing my inner child nurture.
Hold on. With Kevin, that's a little too much. I won't hold you. That's a little too much. We all know he used to, his cousin, you feel me? They didn't know they was cousins to begin with. But even after they found out they was related, they still kept doing it, you feel me? So he already all right with that. He was sleeping with his mama. That nigga kind of freaky. We don't know with Kevin, man. He should have kept that one to himself.
My inner child, and it was beautiful.
I don't know if you saw the last episode. I had Ryan Davis on, and he had a very strained relationship with his mom, and he still does. And he commented that, since that interview that we did, we took that sometime in like late October, early November. But he said he spent Christmas with his mom and his kids. And his mom had his first child at 13. She had 4 kids by the age of 19. So obviously you said your mom was very young when she had you.
It's similar.
And he said in talking to people, he said sometimes that when you have a child at such a young age, you kind of stop developing.
You still a child. You still a child.
Which is not equipped.
I raised you. With all due respect. I'm teaching my mother. I've been gifted as a child. I don't know why I'm about to tell you this, but damn, I can't believe I'm about to speak on this. I got a cousin named Tyree. I was laying in bed with my mom one night. I say, Mom, what if Tyree daddy go in the house and kill his mama and shoot Dez and kill himself? She said, why you think that? Why would you say that? And the next day it happened. I've been gifted. I used to think something was wrong with me. I don't even know why I'm telling you this. I never.
The thing with Kevin Gates stories be, they be so far-fetched. Like, how could the nigga know this? But in all actuality, we have all had premonitions before. Like, I know I have. I have legit had premonitions. It might not happen the next day or a week later, but something I've dreamt or something I've thought has really came to life. Like how it played out. You feel me? So it's like, it's hard to believe what this nigga's saying sometimes because they be hella far out there. But it's also like, nigga, this can happen. You have experienced it yourself. So you can't say like the nigga lying because these type of premonitions really do happen. I don't know if it's just to gifted people. He might be more gifted than I am, and his is more deep and instant. But I have had these type of shits play out as well. So it's like one of them,
Spoke on this before. I regret that I spoke on what happened with the car battery. Then everybody came back and apologized. Kevin Gates was telling the truth. But I believe that to tell the truth out of season is worse than telling a lie. I don't even know why I said that. It was just on my spirit to say that.
I read your father passed of AIDS.
Yeah.
Was he gay? Was he an IV drug user? How did you ever find out how he contacted you?
Needle. Yep.
When you did you know at the time that he had died of AIDS, or you found that at a later date in time?
He never lied to me about nothing.
So he told you.
that's where he gets his truthness from.
Did you see the effects that the AIDS? I mean, I haven't met anybody that had that virus, but I hear the ravage of the effect.
It's an autoimmune deficiency, and those times, that's what made me get into like holistic medicine.
Okay.
And he was so beautiful. If you could have seen my dad, he was beautiful. But that's crazy you asked me that. No, nobody ever asked me this. I was with him. I was with him like for a long time up until he
Nobody
passed.
has asked him about the gig.
I was with him. He taught me a lot of beautiful lessons. And if I could go back in time, it's sad what I'm about to say. I could have cured him.
You think so?
I know.
I was about to say it's far-fetched, but holistic medicine, there are cures. I have a African holistic book. And it's like what Dr. Sebi was preaching, proving, he has proved that certain times you just need this type of fruits, vitamins, minerals, and then you could cure the shit. So I can see what he's talking about. If he knew what he knew, if he knew what he knows now back then, he could have cured his dad.
So
But you didn't know then what you know now.
I ain't Dr. Sebi or no shit like that. I ain't trying to act like that, but I could have cured him. He the one made me take health so serious.
Prior to that, you didn't take health seriously.
I was a kid.
Right.
So he was explaining to me about how this go. I watched him die. Well, I done watched a lot of people die, but I watched him die.
He done watched. And we proceed.
To see someone go through that, a painful death, and to see it as a child, that's my father, and I know my father's going to die. I know my father's going to leave here. What did that do to you as a child?
Maybe I suppressed it. I don't really know. But I was already in the streets then. He died when I was 17. But I used to pull up on him and go talk to him. Yep.
How important is fathers in sons' lives? Even daughters, but I'm just going to take it from your perspective.
I'm approaching 40 years of age on paper. I say on paper because I don't feel 40.
Right.
And I do shit that I couldn't do when I was like 16.
Right.
Like I still do backflips and all that.
Right.
1, 2, 3 hit a back was free. I still do that. Still do yoga, still work out. I still run fast and all that. But I'm approaching close to 40 years of age.
Okay.
And to this day, the inner child in me, I had to really do the inner work and heal it. I used to get jealous when I see somebody spending time, a real father spending time with his children. And then I got to the point where I saluted now. Like I walk up and shake somebody hand. I was just on Rodeo and dude was like, hey.
That's deep. That's very deep. He had resentment to see fathers being there for their children when he was young, because his father wasn't there for him. And that's how a lot of stuff start. Like, he might have got off on somebody because of that type of shit. You feel me? Not because the dude did nothing, but he just saw that dude with his dad one day, so he already had some type of resentment for that dude. Now that dude just accidentally bumped into him, and now he got beef for show with this dude. Like, that's deep. That's deep.
It's okay if my daughter take a
lot of
picture.
people scared to admit
I said,
that.
this your daughter? I shook his hand. I said, you're a good father. You're a good man. He was like, thank you. So shout out to all the good fathers out there. I know y'all might feel like y'all going to appreciate it, but I appreciate y'all.
Did you miss that as a child?
Yeah.
But he was in your life in some capacity, right?
Yeah.
What made you turn to the life that you turned to if he was in your was he not in your life enough?
He was in the streets.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, he was in the streets. Well, to be honest, coming from Louisiana, it's very poverty-stricken place. So either it ain't really too much to do there but die or go to jail. They have more people locked up in Louisiana than anywhere else in the country. Wow. So.
The big game is almost here, and there's no better way to cash in during America's biggest sporting event than Prize Picks, where it always feels good to be right. And since the big game is right around the corner, that also means it's your last chance to get in on the football action before the season ends. So close the season out right with Prize Picks by getting $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. The playoffs have been electric. Drake May all damn day, going all the way. I got my eyes on May to Diggs for the big game. More passing touchdowns, more receiving yards, more. New feature alert. Prize Picks now has early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you may now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. Find your community on Prize Picks with new social feeds feature. You can share Prize Picks with your friends and copy lineups from winners with a single click. Copy lineups like you use or use them for inspiration for your own picks. You can also follow Prize Picks partners like us and play or fade our picks with just one click. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just download the Prize Pick app. Use code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Feel good to be right. I saw that you did an interview with Mike Tyson, and you revealed for the first time, you never revealed this before, that you were sexually assaulted.
Yeah, I was sexually victimized.
So I've heard people say, what's so traumatic about this? Not only is the child robbed of his youth and his innocence, but when he or she tells the person that's in charge of protecting that youth and innocence, they go unheard, they're not believed.
That was one of the reasons that me and my mother had a, disagreement. That's one of the reasons. Like, we told you what happened to us.
So it was multiple. It wasn't just you.
Nah, it was. I'm gonna say me. It's just
Okay.
me.
Okay.
I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take.
You gonna take?
I'm gonna take the beating for the
Okay.
friend. But yeah, I told you what happened to me. Yep.
Why don't you? And it's interesting because Clarissa Shields was on here. She said the same thing that she told, and they didn't believe it, and she ended up going to stay
The
with her
thing with
grandmother.
Mike Tyson, it was the things that he told me off camera that was so beautiful. Like, that dude is one of the most beautiful people. I was like shocked. Like, if you look at the interview, I was just like kind of in a daze because it was the conversation we had off camera.
Right.
Then when we got on camera, I'm like, man, this dude deep.
Right.
And that's when he was like, that's what.
No disrespect to Club Shay Shay. He has a great podcast to interview people. But if Mike Tyson could come back with his, that's Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson. That was the podcast. Like, he was so fucking profound, so deep. I don't know why he went away, but go revisit them episodes, man. He had some profound, inspirational, depthful conversations on that platform.
Turned me into a monster. Something bad happened to me.
And he said it's never going to happen to me again.
It really forced me into being kind of like a vigilante kind of in a sense. Because I took like every type of martial arts you could think. My grandmother had me and all of that. And for a long time, and I hate what I'm about to say, for a long time I exhibited a lot of violence out of fear. People salute me for a lot of stuff, but that was out of fear. That wasn't out of just me being no monster, no tough guy. That was fear.
Were you a teenager at the time?
Yes, sir.
Were you threatened?
When?
Honest to God, honest to fucking God. Those who are the most fearful can be the most violent. It's just how you use that energy.
Did he, if you tell anybody that this has happened, or if you tell anybody that this happened, something might happen to you or
He
someone?
did.
He did?
Yeah, he out of here.
I guess I'll leave that alone.
I mean, that's the truth. I mean, I don't know how he, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you don't know how?
He out of here.
Like I said, we'll move that along.
Yeah, he'll never do that to anybody again. That's the two things. But then, you know, I might be shit.
That's what's dope about Club Shay Shay. He knows, hey, let's move along. But this nigga ain't asked one more question. He just keep letting gates go. But you can tell by the energy, hey, let's not address this one no more. Let's go to the next question.
I don't want to say too much, but I really broke generational curses with that situation because people that came before me, they was raped. And it created the space for me to have with my children to where my children know don't nobody never touch you, that not even me. I had these open conversations with my children. They are equipped. I created a space for them to be able to tell their dad anything.
Be open and honest with you about any situation.
Anything.
Kev, you know what? Let me ask you this. How did you summons up the courage? Because I can assure you, you're not the first young man, boy, that's ever had this happen. But a lot of young boys will suppress it and
I
not.
created the space for men to be able to heal. There's so many men that come up to me and hug me and cry in the gym and tell me thank you, because I created a space. And I tell them, you was vulnerable then. We have built ourselves into machines to where we can protect the inner child. That's why I made that song, Protect Children. You're not supposed to hurt children.
Your song, molested inside my mom's home. She ain't believe me when I was young. There are going to be a lot of people that's going to watch this.
After I made that song,
Yes.
I ain't know how much trauma that I was holding. I cried for 2 weeks uncontrollably. My manager sitting back there, he the one recorded that song. I was in Puerto Rico. And when I did that song, I cried uncontrollably for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks straight. Then I went to the bathroom, and when I shit it just like
Everything released.
everything released. I was so tense all the time just from, you underwent trauma. And even going out here and applying pressure, you still it don't never go away. But I think my snapping point was, damn, I hate to say who it was, but he pulled me to the
Don't
side.
say
He
the
a
name.
monster too. He pulled me to the side. He was like, hey, are we gay? I said, I don't know. I don't know.
Oh man, that is a bombshell. Cause like how people will always talk about Gates in jail, how I think he would do the ramming. You feel me? And so him to say that's a bombshell. Like I guess the shit in jail was true.
And I remember that was the last time I kind of had a little bit of like, before it went black.
You don't remember anything after that?
No, I remember. I'm talking about
Turn,
before my humanity kind of got turned off
yeah,
toward predators.
towards everybody. Like he just
I
wasn't gonna
just
be a
don't.
victim again.
I don't respect those that pick on the weak. I just don't. I don't like bullies.
Man, I swear to God, I'm not even fucking bullshitting you right now. That is my thing with life. This is why I have had problems with jobs. I have had problems with people. I don't like bullies. Why are you bullying somebody? You see that this person don't want no fucking problems with you, and you're trying to bully somebody. That's when my inner animal come out. I don't like bullies. Even if you trying to bully me, my nigga, I'm very passive. But once I feel like, oh, you trying to bully me, it's a whole nother beast. I don't like it. I don't like it. If I've never even been in the predicament Gates has been in, I just don't like bullies. I used to get jumped at school in high school because I would stand up for niggas who wouldn't stand up for themselves. And they would keep trying to pick on these niggas, and I see that, and I would jump in. I'd rather get my ass whooped and let you know, nigga, you ain't fucking with this nigga no more around me, because it's gonna be a problem every time. It's that deep with me, and it carried over to jobs. Like when jobs would try to fuck us over, I was always the one standing up, like, nigga, stop doing this shit. Woo woo wham. You feel me? It's passionate. I'm so passionate about it.
Is that why you stay to yourself now? That's why you don't look, I don't bother nobody. I don't want nobody bothering me because I don't want that person to ever show back up again.
That's for me. I say to
Not really.
myself,
That come from
I really
I'm
don't
so
like.
loyal.
I really don't like that side of me. I like it because I know he there, and I know I'm willing to die for whatever I'm trying to achieve. But I hate how vigorous and how ferocious that nigga is sometimes. You feel me? Because I really am peaceful. I really am peaceful. I prefer peace over all this nonsense. But nigga, if you bullying somebody, I can't turn it off. I'll black out.
And I'm such a beautiful person that I give my all. I give my all. Everything.
How important it is for mothers, fathers, people that's in authoritative positions to listen to their child when they tell them something of this magnitude has happened?
It ain't about listening. You gotta listen, but then you gotta do something behind it. You gotta do something about it.
Action speaks louder than words.
That child not gonna know that they protected if don't nothing get dead. If don't nothing get dead, you just talking good as a bitch. What I utter with my mouth, my actions must prove. My children know. They done saw they dad to get out their character before. Everybody in this room has. Unfortunately, I hated that they had to see that. But men,
Sometimes you need to
as
see
men,
to let them know.
when you're a
hey,
man, you do what you must. Fools do what they want, but men do what they must. I ain't know this conversation is gonna be like this, but this.
Oh, we go lighten up. But
Nah, I ain't trying to lighten up. This is healing for me.
well, I appreciate
Like,
that.
thank you.
Had your mom taken steps necessary, how different is your relationship with your mom?
It's beautiful. Cause you got to think when a parent hear that, that's the worst thing they want to hear.
Absolutely.
They be in shock. They don't know what to do.
Because I'm here to protect you, and I didn't protect you.
But you know, my mom ain't, you know. I love my mom. But I hate what happened, but at the end of the day, it's beautiful because my pain turned into my purpose, and I'm healing the world through that. And like I say, that person, he stretched. So
he keep bringing this nigga back. He keep bringing it back. Hey, Gates, stop telling this nigga he go. I know it's true. But man, stop talking about it, bruh. Please, please stop telling. Hey, he go. He about here. He's the upper room. What was that? Was that Martin Lawrence? The upper room. Gates know he ain't in the upper room though. He know, but that nigga go. You know what I'm talking about?
Damn, Kev, you said like you proud of that.
the fuck?
The fuck?
Kev,
You touch your kid, you supposed to die. Straight up.
Real talk.
You rape a woman, you supposed to die. Straight up.
Real talk.
Kev, but that's not your purpose. That's not your.
Who?
How you know?
I thought we was gonna let him handle that.
Who? Boy, God ain't put me here to be. God give me the strength to make sure this nigga, man, I'm gonna stand over and give him everything I got. God, please let him be stretched. Cause sometimes you give him everything you got and they, you know, God don't take his hand off him. But if God take his hand off him, that feet going up in that air. His feet going up in that air.
Shannon, let's switch the question.
That's how that's supposed to go.
You get relief from that? You feel you.
What? If somebody molests my daughter, you gonna die. Or I'm gonna die trying. But I'm very resourceful.
You resourceful.
Unfortunately. But if you touch one of my children, you're gonna die.
As we sit here today,
It's supposed to be like that.
what is your purpose? What did you learn from that? Have you been able to
No,
share?
I wasn't saying that was my purpose.
I'm saying
I
your
turned
purpose now.
I turned my pain into purpose.
Yes.
Because I've been helping men that have been sexually victimized heal.
Okay.
Everybody ain't got it in them to watch a soul leave a body. Everybody ain't got that in them.
No.
And that ain't everybody.
Majority of people don't.
And I'm not saying that for everybody, but I'm just saying, like, you know, people that's healing. It's a lot of men that I watch go to the gym and work out, go crazy, and they suppress that. But when they hug me, they cry. So your music helped me. Your music make this world a better place. And I was like, it's okay. I know. I could look at somebody that, it's a spirit that, it's like a black class of spirit. When I watch people, I could look at somebody and tell if they've been sexually victimized. It's an energy that come with that.
A kindred spirit?
I ain't gonna say a kindred spirit, but I could look at somebody that had been molested before or sexually victimized, and I see it. It's a hurt that come with it.
Man or woman or just men?
It's unfortunate, but the way I explain it to them is I tell them, you know, that happened at a time when you was vulnerable. You're not vulnerable anymore.
Right.
All you have to do is protect the inner child and let the inner child come back out and thrive again.
How do you let them know it's okay to heal? What happened to you weren't your fault. Now it's time to, as you say, heal that inner child and be the man.
That's easier said than done, though.
Okay.
It's easier said than done. Like I did a lot of work, did a lot of inner work to get where I'm at. It wasn't easy for me. The first step is when I made that song. Everybody don't have a therapeutic release where they could make music.
Or write a poem or.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like I say, I cried for 2 weeks uncontrollably after I made that song. Mm-hmm. But I released it. And then I was able to go on Mike Tyson interview and talk about that.
Wow.
And that was like, vulnerability is one of the strongest things you could ever exhibit as a man. Because, you know, you got to be tough. You got to be this. You got to be that. So
But don't some view vulnerability as weakness? You can be vulnerable but not be weak. You can be weak but not be vulnerable.
I'm being vulnerable right now.
Absolutely. But I don't think anybody that's watching this will see you as weak.
It take more courage to be vulnerable than it do to be a tough guy.
But they the stupid
I'm
ones
always be
for
vulnerable
thinking that.
first.
Because vulnerability,
I'm only tough
you
if I
can't be
just
vulnerable
gotta
and
be.
still be tough.
They pull that Kev out. Cause this Kev cool. He just wanna, get on a cigar, drink a little water.
I'm not
drunk about 3 gallons a day.
I'm really a teddy bear though. But we just went down that path and I was just explaining it. And then, I know a lot of people gonna watch this and I don't wanna hurt no feelings because we healing like past relationships.
Yes.
And like, I'm in the process of healing my relationship with my mother and like, I love my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I tell her, I say, I'm grateful for you. You gave me life. We talk every day now.
Wow.
She talked to my new wife on the phone.
Oh, he married that lady? That girl?
Kev, what did you want to be when you were a child?
Brittany.
I don't know. Probably a garbage man. I used to want to hang out the back of the truck. That shit just look fun. But as we get older, it's like, you don't want to be when I used to say, I want to be a garbage man. You don't want to be no garbage man. They don't make that much money.
Yeah.
You don't want to be no fireman. I was like, man, I want to hang on the back of the truck. When you a kid, you're not thinking about the money. You just thinking about what look fun.
Right.
They hanging on the back of the truck. I want to hang off the back of the truck
too. So you go through all this trauma. You said something earlier. You said
you don't know it's trauma when you're going
through it. But you said you healed generational trauma.
Yeah.
We hear a lot of people say, well, I want to create generational wealth. But just like generational wealth is passed down, so is trauma.
I feel like those two things go hand in hand. You break generational curses or trauma, you can build generational wealth. Because the curse or the trauma is what keep making wealth not happen in your lineage of people. So once you break it, the wealth can come. You feel me? You feel what I'm trying to say?
Trauma.
Yeah, because until I healed the relationship with my mother, I couldn't receive the type of woman that I was supposed to receive. Because I was always looking for my mother. I'm not looking for my mother anymore and any woman I meet. I'm looking for me. I'm looking for myself. And I told my mom, I say, I love you. And my daughter was right there and everything. I say, so no matter what I do, it's never going to be enough. And those were the type of women that I would pursue. No matter what I did, it was never enough. And it wasn't my mama's fault that she was like that, but that's just all she knew. So I say, really, for everything that's going on with you right now in your life, it's my fault.
Wow.
I say, that's really what you're saying without saying it. And it was when I released that situation, and it took a little while after that, but like I say, it was one of the biggest things and the most beautiful things that I did, because I'm like, I don't owe nobody no more but my children. That was a self-worth issue. Like when it's kind of like seeking validation. I always trying to help people, but that's just how my heart is. I always want to help. Now I help myself.
Is it because you didn't get help when you thought you needed that you find that flip side that you try to help everybody?
Yeah, exactly. It's like a self-worth issue. It's like you see yourself, you see the hurt parts of yourself and others.
People.
So you just want to just try to help everybody. Okay. But guess what you're doing? You're enabling them.
And hurting yourself.
You're not really helping them. That's a pacifier. Sad but touching.
When you tell these stories about your childhood and about the trauma in some of your family members, when you go back and see them, what care? Come on, man. Some of that stuff you just keep that between us. Have you got any of that?
I didn't disclose anything though. I never disclosed anything. I didn't incriminate anyone. And you want me to be honest? I hate to say what I'm about to say. Don't nobody tell me nothing. With all due respect, people be just happy to see me. And if they did have something to tell me, they gonna pretend like they happy to see me. With all due respect, I mean, it sounds harsher than what it is.
Yeah. So you go through all that.
Give a f- what they think.
That nigga circled back to it. He wasn't done making his comments.
You weren't there, buddy.
Hold on.
Did you?
Ah!
No,
He
we good.
circled
You
back to
good.
it.
And did you play sports growing up? Did you want to play sports?
I
growing up?
tried.
What happened? Cause you tell me you back flipping and you could do yoga, you doing all this, so that's athletic.
I'm a natural athlete. I'm a natural athlete. I played middle school football. I had fun with that. I played middle school. I was a linebacker.
Okay.
Hey,
I played pee wee football too. I played baseball.
Right.
All that.
I get Kev.
AAU basketball. Not on lab though. Basketball, I'm a great passer.
I can't shoot.
Is that the
I
way
can't
your
score
way of saying
right
I can't
now.
shoot?
Oh, bro, full
But
score.
nigga, I can get it off though.
Oh, go.
You played baseball, you played baseball, you played basketball, you played football.
And I'm not trying to sound like a nerd, but my favorite sport was soccer. I'm good at soccer.
So in other words, you ain't want to, I mean, I'm looking at a guy like yourself, you all dieseled up. You ain't want to play football, you ain't want to put that pain on nobody?
Steroids and Cocoa Puffs. I boxed too. I boxed for a long time. I've been boxing since I was probably about 14. I thought I was going to be Muhammad Ali. That got cut short. Hey, get on the ground, hands behind your back.
Well, I mean, were you doing what you was trying to do, what you needed to do to try to be Muhammad Ali?
Yeah. I was on the AAU boxing team. I did good. I did good while I was doing good.
What?
They have AAU boxing. I didn't get into boxing till late in my life, so I wish I would have tried that as a kid. But I don't know if they have AAU boxing. Anybody know if they do?
I was decent. I was fair for a square.
And then okay, the path is, this is the path, we straight and narrow. How did Kev get off the path?
Oh, man, why you gonna ask me that? Oh, I hate to say this.
Lee Lucas!
I've been off the
He
path.
bumped into a nigga.
With all
Even when you was on the path, you were off the path.
because it was a wrong. It was a wrong.
What if you say your dad was in the street? If your dad been in the street,
Not just regular in the streets. Like a lot of people say this like, my dad was truth.
yeah.
Something serious.
But if your dad had to say, Kev, I don't want this for you. I want you to play football. I want you to play basketball. I want you to play soccer.
You can't tell me that.
Because when you do it,
You can't tell me that. You can't never say that to me.
why? He pops.
He done seen what Pops done did. So
Yeah, I
Pops, what
guess.
the fuck you mean do with that?
He
Well, I
pops.
see you
We
doing this.
listen to pops.
You listen. You don't
do.
disrespect him.
I listen good.
But at
too.
the same time, you see what this nigga doing. Like, bruh, I'm
proud
finna
of
do
me.
what you doing.
You get jammed up.
Which time?
Oh, Lord have mercy. The first time that you got into it, what did you do for the first time for them folks to come get you?
I don't want to talk about it, but I was 13 the first time I ever went to prison. I went to jail.
You went to juvie.
Yeah, juvenile detention.
Okay.
And I tell everybody this, if they would have just put me in the car and drove me to the front of the jail and said, if you f up again, you're going to have to go in there and it's not going to be pretty. I probably would have been so scared I'd have never f up again. But once the fear of imprisonment was removed, it became so much more easier to come back.
So juvie didn't scare you.
Juvenile detention is the most chaotic. Adult jail be laid back. Adult jail be more structured. It depends on what camp you get to.
Right.
If you get to a pen, it's gonna be structured. Satellite camp, it might be a little chaos, but with all due respect, my law, My loss something serious. My respect on heavy. Not because I'm just no monster or nothing like that, but I feel nothing. I respect all. My respect some serious.
Is that the number one currency when you dealing with places, be it juvie, be it satellite, be it the big house? Is respect the number one currency when you walk into one of these places, facilities?
Yes, sir. Body language is the loudest language. Respect is earned, not given. And nobody will ever respect you.
So you got to get it immediately.
No, I ain't gonna say that. The world no sugar from shit.
Do you get tried? So let's just say I'm going,
And my younger days coming up, I got tested every day. I beat up every day. Win, lose, or maybe. Gladiator school. From the neighborhood to the jail to everything.
Right.
I beat up all that. But adult jail, I don't have any losses. But I had already been through everything already.
they know you. Did they know? So the first time you went to juvie, you were not afraid?
Yeah, I'm scared to death.
Okay. Did you know anybody in there?
Yeah. Had people from my neighborhood enough.
So they looked out for you.
Now, really, I still had the scuffle. Hey, you and him, y'all do something. I'm grateful that happened, though. It taught me a lot about who I was as a person.
Okay, you go to juvie. You like, damn, I mean, I ain't really.
And then another thing, I got to say this. I did get, God rest the dead, I did get what they call bushed or jumped
Yeah.
in adult jail. Like, but the people that was involved in that, they not here no more. But I did get, and I ain't had nothing to do with it or nothing, but they just not here no more. But like even them, like, you got to kill me. I ain't gonna stop.
What would lead one to get bushed or jumped?
I don't know
You
what it
standing
was
on
about.
principle.
I don't know.
They
How
want
my
you to
lawyer said, it's
conform
always
to
over a
them.
girl.
Ain't no girls in there.
I think I probably was putting that on this bitch in the streets. And then I fell on the line he was on.
Oh,
We was with the same.
the young lady. The young lady.
Man, that was my hoe.
Man, come on, man. That was your girl.
I'm putting that on the whole year, man. I guess he felt played. I don't know. I mean, I accidentally picked the phone because I thought on my partner. I'm like, I'm over here. Hey, it's my turn. It's my turn today.
You picked the phone up.
Man, you already.
Come on, man. You don't answer the phone at nobody else's house, Kev. You.
Hey, that's one thing I never do. You feel me? I might know the bitch fucking with another nigga, but I ain't never gonna answer the phone. That nigga was just like, nigga, fuck you that day, nigga. What is? What's up? You feel me? Like, I'ma act like I don't even know the bitch. You feel me? Oh, that's all you, bro. Even if I am ramming your bitch behind, you feel me? That nigga was wild that day. That was his ego talking.
Come on, you wrong for that.
It was
No, I can't. Nope, I can't get down with you on that one.
Don't. We was at her sister's house. It was her cell phone.
Why you answering? You don't pay the bill. You pay the bill.
He just kept calling.
He tried to get in touch with her.
All right. Maybe at that point I would answer. If he calling back to back, hey nigga, stop calling the bitch right now. She busy. She tied up, literally and figuratively. Bitch, stop calling. You feel me? You wonder what she doing. This is what she doing. Just leave the shit alone for a minute, man. In 4 or 5 hours, you could get back to the bitch and she all yours again. But right now, nigga, she's tied up. I would do some shit like that. I would. But that's if a nigga's just bing, calling the bitch too much. 1, 2 times, I ain't gonna answer shit. I understand, you know what I'm talking about? But the nigga ringing the bitch up every 2 seconds, nigga, stop calling. The bitch is tied up. You was fucking up what I'm trying to do right now. Do I ever fuck up what you doing? Like, real talk.
Hey, look, hey, it's my turn. You gonna have to catch it tomorrow, thug.
I told you,
And
nigga.
he just took that. I really was joking.
Man, you know you can't joke with nobody like that, Kev. Come on now.
I know now.
You knew then. You calling the chick,
shit.
and you call it all of a sudden. Hey, what up, player? I'm over here right now. It's my turn. She'll get at you on Friday. Today Tuesday.
I was really playing though. I was playing. I picked
Where they play like that at, Kevin?
He wasn't
Where they
playing
play like that at?
That nigga was not playing. He was tired of that nigga calling. Point blank, period.
Where?
I was a kid then though. I was
You know that they play like that because you was already in the streets.
yeah.
So you know they don't play like that.
It was whatever, but I really wasn't tripping though. It wasn't nothing like that. It was like, man, that was my hoe.
That was your young lady. Okay, I get
You know
that.
what's happening, you heard, man? It ain't no military secret. I'm putting that dick on this hoe. That's how that's going right now. Yeah,
Okay, but keep that on the hush.
all that calling, all that stalking, man. I'm a player. We don't do no shit like that. Who raised you?
You a player, he wasn't.
Yeah.
He was in love with her. He probably done bought a little something, you know, paying the rent. He probably paid the phone bill, got paying the light bill and all that.
You wasn't paying no phone bill. You know, Shawty was with you, I guess, probably when I was in jail or something. I forgot. She was just, you was
She
something.
was passing the time, huh?
Yeah, you was something to do, you heard me? You know, it was cool.
So you find yourself on the same line.
I ain't never know how he looked. He knew how I looked. And then he already had, you know, his little people back there or whatever. It wasn't nothing major though. Then it's so crazy. He ain't even want scratch. He was little. He ain't want scratch. He wasn't living like that for real. He talked good though, but you know. God.
So he tried to send his boys for you, the goons for you.
Oh, come on, you know. He ain't want to do nothing but one of his partners, you know. They had jumped me or whatever, but then after they jumped me, it wasn't really about nothing. Because after that, I still led the prayer call. I say tomorrow when we wake up, we're going to do it again. Yeah, shit. I had a little eye. Had a black eye, a little eye.
Yeah.
Probably had a little, you know what I'm saying? Bust me up a little bit, nothing major. Little lip, little eye, cool.
Then you come back tomorrow, let's do it again.
It was somebody else was on the line that we all had mutual respect for because I used to date this, so he cool.
Well, damn, Kev. How big is Baton Rouge? Like 25 people?
Shit, from Baker to Gonzales, you blink your eye, you be done passed through it. It's small.
Right.
But they got a lot of trophies come from Baton Rouge. A lot of living legends come from them.
Yeah.
They really do. They really do.
I'm blessed to grew up though.
So at 13, you get your first juvie. Okay, you get out. Did you say, you know what? I ain't going back. I'm gonna live. I'm gonna be on the straight and narrow.
No, I was still seeking acceptance. I was running with some older dudes, and I was seeking acceptance for them. And point. I'm gonna show you what's happening. All you gotta do is point. And I guess it was. They put batteries in my bag. I mean, I guess, but I was seeking acceptance.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing I really appreciate. My brother was in the streets heavy, but that nigga always told me, hey, bro, it's not even worth it. They doing this, turn the third. They giving out football. I remember they started giving out football numbers because that nigga started telling me, hey, they giving out football numbers for a bag of weed. You feel me? And that's what made me say, oh, nigga, let me do this square shit. Plus, I was living with my stepmama, and she in the square life, and my daddy is in the square life, you feel me? And I'm seeing that they still being able to survive off this square life. That's when the economy was good and all that good shit, you feel me? So it made me say, man, let me try this square life shit. Because big bruh, my older nigga, Kevin's older nigga, he was like, bruh, don't fuck with it. If you want to fuck with it, come here. But don't even fuck with it. It's not even worth it, my nigga, because they just doing too much now.
Because I was looking up to some dudes that wasn't even like that for real. So I was like seeking acceptance, like all young kids, impressionable kids. Just them respecting me made me just feel so great. But I'm like, as I started maturing in the game, I'm like, y'all really,
Pussy.
y'all.
I'm about a life that y'all not about, and y'all putting y'all battering me up.
Yeah, everybody's been an R2D2 before. Everybody's been a robot. Some people still are. But I no longer operate off batteries.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your favorite uncle, proud partner of Rose Sparks. Have you ever had one of those nights? Maybe you're watching a movie, you're laughing, she's Snuggles in